it's me, it's Amber. Before we start the show, just two things. One, I apologize for the inconsistency of the release of Shapeshift right now. It's been really difficult to maintain any sort of consistent energy levels this past year. Things are looking up, however, and I'm determined to get back on track. Two, if you listen to Book of Spring, do you remember the episode where Kat of Dames and Dragons guested and played as Thistle? Well, she and her group of players, Dames and Dragons, have joined the Geekspective Network. Woo! We're very excited. If you haven't listened to Dames and Dragons yet, please check them out. There's a crow named Burger Jurger. Go listen. It's super fun. So that's it for now, and let's get on with the show. All right. Hello, and welcome to another side quest, Ryutama, while we wait for Chris to get back from his holiday life stuff. So today I have Kristen, my brother John, and Brandon. And last time, Musashi and Pico had went to Rhapsody Roads and got a job for the Mayor Flapjack, got some Golden Glow, and you guys go back to Rhapsody Roads. You tell the clerk person that, hey, we did the job, turn in your job, and let's see what kind of badge you get. I think I'm going to give you the generic Timbercliff badge, which is just a log.
Yay.
So yeah.
Just a log.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be like it's really not a badge, it's just like it's a stick they cut and they call it a log. They're like, it's a log.
Yeah, it's a little stick they hot glued a little pin backing on, and now you've got the Timbercliff Rhapsody Road badge, the generic one.
Thanks for the stick.
It's really great that the badge comes with 3,000 gold.
Nope. You only made 750 gold last time, I think.
Cannon. Locked.
Yeah. Denied. Maybe if you sell it on the black market, like if you put it in a gun safe.
Yeah, the generic badge.
Yeah, you put the generic badge in a gun safe for 6 years.
I sold this stick that's hot glued onto a pin backing for a lot of money on the black market.
Oh man, counterfeit badges. I can get into this.
Oh no. I mean, you did get rid of that one rainbow one for $.
Well, didn't some creature
For a bunch of grubs.
take that? Yeah.
You guys traded it for grubs.
With mushrooms?
You got the grubs to lure
got the badge
moles
from the grubs, and then we used the badge to get. No, we got the badge from the mushrooms, and the mushrooms. Right. No, and then the badge got us grubs. Weird fetch.
And I traded
fetch quest.
Yeah, and I traded it with the mushrooms for mashed potatoes. So really, I just turned potatoes into grubs.
Yeah.
The economy is a strange economy on Loam. There's a bartering system. Gold doesn't really matter. Everybody just wants flowers or grubs or mushrooms.
We have established that coins are just mahogany chips.
Yes, at least in Timbercliff. Maybe throughout the whole world. I don't know. It could probably be exchanged. It's like, going to different countries. So you get pound notes, you got wood chips. You got a euro, there's some grubs. Okay, anyway, so...
Grubs are money, got it.
Grubsarmoney.com. Ulfred I'm
interested in grub coin?
let's just like, Kristen, what do you think Ulfred had been doing while Pico and Musashi did their one job?
I don't know. Kristen was doing a lot of sleeping, so
maybe Ulfred was too. Yeah, I mean, just like an idea of like what Ulfred had been up to that day that they had went out to the mayor's house.
I don't know if maybe he would just be like doing a little more canvassing of the town, like maybe he's trying to collect maps, talk to people, get brochures from places. Like at a rest stop.
Yes. Ooh, what are the attractions?
What are the attractions nearby?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Ulfred was doing that while Pico and Musashi were doing their job. But next stop on Ulfred's get brochures tour is Rhapsody Roads. So you walk in, Rhapsody Roads, as I described to Pico and Musashi, is much in Timbercliff. It looks like a log cabin. There are tables that are like big pieces of sawed wood and the big giant fantasy sequoia trees. There's logs sitting around. There's adventurers in here. There's a bulletin board. There's a counter. And Pico and Musashi have just gotten there. Like, you walk in and you see them proudly wearing their hot glued twigs on their clothes. And they're standing there.
Very sharp.
Looking real good. Looking real proud. Looking 750 gold richer.
Observe the symbols of our efforts.
Tell me about this symbol.
Musashi looks at it and he goes, it's a log. I think. I thought it was a stick, but they reassured me it's a log.
I don't think Pico would actually be wearing it. He probably intends to use it the same way he used the first one, of just some bargaining chip. So it's probably not going to fetch however many thousands of grubs we bought this time.
So do the badges not mean anything to Pico?
I would say no, but that's probably because he hasn't really seen the benefits of them yet. Like, maybe, like, he only heard about the benefits of the rainbow badge, and that was after the fact. And this little twig, it's not as colorful and special as the rainbow badge. It's just a little twig. So probably not going to get any free lodging with this.
No. Not the generic one, for sure.
Nah, it's just a symbol that you got a job done, says the clerk from behind the counter. Nothing special. I know it was from the mayor, but it was just a regular job. All right, so what did the three of you do next? You're together.
Is there
we
a
still have to raise money.
board?
There is a
with
board.
Jobs on it.
There indeed is a board with jobs on it. If you go look over at the jobs, you will see up on the bulletin board like a lost pet poster that you see in the real world, except this is drawn with like crayon, and it just says, "Coco's missing, please help." It shows like a little picture of a dog. There's another one that is from the Maple Table, which is a restaurant in town that is basically asking for help cleaning up some vandalism that has happened at the restaurant.
Sounds very sticky.
So those are the two jobs that you see. Of course, there's other jobs too. I said something about an exploded toilet last time. It's still up there.
Also, this Maple Table doesn't sound too appealing either, because just thinking about fur and a bunch of syrup does not sound great. Because you know that restaurant is disgusting.
It's so sticky.
You know how like the floor of a Texas Roadhouse is just all peanuts?
Yeah.
It's probably just
You walk in.
sticky floor.
Gross.
Like the wood on the tables is never really clean.
Is it the syrup, actual syrup, or is it just like the resin from the natural?
All of it.
It's all.
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Each table has a little tree with like fresh syrup coming out of it. A little
Oh,
tap
that's
with each
cute.
tree. Okay, so lost pet Coco. What kind of dog is it? First of all, is this drawing nice? Does it look good?
It looks.
Oh, is there money behind it? Is that what you're asking?
That is a start to that question.
The
yes.
quality of the paper is paper. The quality of the crayon on paper is, I would say, rose art level of crayon. It's like there's like it doesn't really. You could see like the kid was pressing down pretty hard to like draw this dog, and like it jumps in like the color spread.
Did they color inside the lines?
Yes.
And there's smudge marks from when they were crying. You know,
Yeah, you
crying
definitely
with a
see
crayon.
tear marks, watermarks for his crying.
The dog is also crying.
It says, "I'm lost."
What type of dog?
I mean, judging by the okay, so there's a.
Oh, you can't really tell.
You can't really tell because it's a kid drawing. It's mostly like brown and curly hair. There are some trees drawn in the picture, and it looks small compared to the trees. That's the only reference that you have. Curly brown hair and smaller than a tree.
The kind of drawing where they put more details in the legs and hands so they look enlarged. Okay, so is there a reward attached to it?
It says 100
all
gold.
my
It's
money.
all I have.
This is all my money.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like we wouldn't end up wanting to take that money anyway. You know what I mean? Like, here's
Right.
shake down this kid for 100 gold.
That kid doesn't need money. What child needs money?
He just needs a recovered pet. That's all.
Is he an orphan? Do we know? Maybe the dog is all he has. I was thinking about it.
I'm just like, if you guys ever go to the address that is also posted, how are we going to describe everything?
It's like, okay, do I want to go to the stinky, gross restaurant place, or do I want to go to the other place that's going to make me feel really sad and guilty?
Right.
So we're all assuming
or
you're sad or
the
guilty.
exploded toilet.
Oh, right. The third option.
Or we could go there and find out it's like one kid with 100 dogs. It's like they're just missing this one. It's like, kid, you don't need any more dogs.
You did look close enough in the picture and saw that every curl on the dog is actually another dog.
Oh, it's made up of other dogs.
It's just, they're all in the shape of a dog.
Yeah, has anybody seen Wreck-It Ralph 2? Ralph breaks the internet? No?
This
Okay.
puppy has
I'm
a
familiar
name,
with
doesn't
what you mean.
it? Did that dog have a name? Is on there or whatever?
It's Coco's missing.
Oh, okay, because I was going to make a joke how the dog's name is Legion. Because of his many.
I mean, that's a lot of dogs and a lot of reward money.
My dog Legion's missing. Oh, by the way, it's made up of a lot of other dogs.
It's 100 gold per dog.
Oh, dang.
All right. This is sounding good now. I could see Pico going with either one because one, I'm going to say if you guys want to go to Maple Table, Pico is really hungry and really wants some pancakes. Or if you guys want to do the pet, Pico probably has some connection. This is like a reminder of, it sucks to be a lost pet. Pico kind of knows this, so he probably sympathizes with it. So either one you guys want to do.
Kristen is more interested in the restaurant. Ulfred would not want to be inside that building, I don't think. If he had the choice, he'd go if he had to.
There'd be so much fur, all traps everywhere.
I don't... Now I can't have this restaurant be super clean. It has to be what you guys are saying it is.
I mean, you said it was vandalism. It needs to be
clean.
cleaned.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
There's vandalism at the restaurant.
It could be. I was thinking, when she said vandalism, I was just thinking of like graffiti on their walls.
I mean, maybe a bunch of beavers came through and chewed up all the tables.
Yeah, could have been.
Do we need to build tables? Is that what we're doing there?
We're getting new tables and they're made out of this thing called plastic because we can't have these wood tables around beavers, apparently.
Do you guys want information about what's going on at the restaurant? Because I can say there's a bullet point list of what they need done. Will that help you?
I honestly would have voted for the restaurant. Musashi just got out of the forest, so come on.
Where his hands are hurting because he tried to dig up.
Right. And it was nighttime last time, so should this be a new morning?
Yes, it should be a new morning.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, so you guys should have a condition. A new condition.
Yeah. Cool. Because the last one was 2 for both of us.
Oh yeah, you guys went out in the woods, both not doing good physically or mentally. So you guys can all roll your condition for the day. Forgot about that.
My new condition is 4.
So I roll the 14.
Also
Whoa.
4.
Whoa.
Musashi's feeling real strong.
414.
He's very proud of his stick badge. So I get the boost one, don't I?
Yes. One of your die. And you're going to be going to, if you guys are all wanting to go to the Maple Table, I heard two votes at least for sure. And then Pico saying
2.5.
whatever. Yeah.
I think Ulfred would be outvoted in this case. Because he's a bleeding heart. He would want to go see the dog. But it would also be more interesting to make him really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14, 4, and 4. And did you guys want a bullet point, or let's just go there and see what's up? Okay, we'll go there and see what's up. So the Maple Table is just down the road from Rhapsody Roads, not far away from the inn that you guys are staying at, the Treetop Lodge. And upon getting there, you will see that there is basically a closed sign, and the window, the display window, has been broken. That's the first major thing that you see. But as you're getting closer, you can also see that there is vandalism as far as graffiti on the around the entrance door and like around the side. You can see marks. There's like piles of poo. Drawing.
What creature?
No. Like they drew piles of poo. No, there's not like just shit everywhere.
Still, no. What shape is the drawing?
Oh, it's just like
tell you who did it.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Who did it?
That's true. No, this just looks like your generic like poo emoji, like a cartoon poo with like stink lines coming off of it, and it's
circular in a pile.
Yeah, and then there's like,
is there a face on it?
No, but there's also it's on top of a pancake, and it says your food stinks, tastes like poop, and there's other like rude things, flies everywhere, and just like a picture of a. I want somebody to roll something for this because it's not really well drawn. Because if you're trying to get an idea of like what creature did this, I think there's a depiction of some sort of animal retching, but it's really badly drawn.
Oh, Musashi can roll this. He's refined education and has never failed his refined education.
Until today.
Until today. I'll make a roll for it. Sure, it's my int, which is 4. Oh, that's
your int is 4?
My int is 4.
Oh my god.
So I rolled 8, actually.
Okay.
Is that a crit?
That's a crit. Yeah.
Oh, you critted.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What happens when you crit? I haven't played this game in for so long.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Because this is the only time he's ever critted like his. Like this is the only time he hasn't failed his refined education. Like every other time, it's just him going. I don't know. Like thinking really hard.
I didn't
but
need to
really
retain this knowledge for most of my life, so.
Right. A lot of that information growing up just went in one ear and out the other, but he's a noble, so he has it.
It just says
it's in there somewhere.
It just says for a critical success, it's just a great success. So I'm assuming that
I nail it.
You nail it.
I know exactly what it is.
If it was a journey check, there's usually some sort of benefit, like a +1 to something, or full health or whatever. But I think for just like checks like this, it's a like you know what it is. So yeah. Musashi comes up to the side where he sees the retching animal, and he's looking at it. What does it look like when Musashi's like studying something?
Like every other time when he's tried to use refined education, he kind of like I've always described it as he's like a computer processing, like blank face, and just like can't figure it out. This he knows immediately for some reason. He just points at it and he says, "I know what this is.
It's a cat."
It's a cat.
Uh-oh.
Like you said, it's badly drawn, right? Like
yes.
You can barely tell. And he just kind of points. He goes, "Do you see this extra line here? That's supposed to be the other ear, but the person wasn't really thinking about it. It's like behind one ear than the other, but it looks like a horn." And he starts breaks it down like the whole artistic process that they probably went through for this bad drawing. Essentially, like a teacher grading a paper.
Ulfred is scribbling madly.
Right.
As
you can see here, the tail was drawn too short. Looks like a third leg. Like, not. It looks like it's got like 3 stick legs. It's just like this really badly drawn. And as you can see here, look like are supposed to be fingers are actually supposed to be claws. So they drew the fingers on the cat, but they also drew the claws between the fingers for whatever reason. So it looks like it's got like extra fingers, and it's really weird. And he just kind of breaks it down, and it's like, "Sure thing, Musashi. We get it. It's a cat." You didn't need to tell us all this.
Yes, Pico, you had a question?
Yeah, can I take a closer look at this cat? I've seen some graffiti before. I may have put some up myself.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Is it someone he knows?
Well,
the drawing
sure
of this
hope not.
cat.
You could roll. Look, what are you looking for? Yeah.
I'm looking for. Does this feel familiar? Do I know this cat?
Sure. Give me a sense hidden things, which I think is like a perception.
Which is
I believe it's int spirit.
That is a 10.
Yeah. You're looking at this. What is a trademark graffiti tag that the Jollico cats usually put up?
Oh no. Let's see. I would say it's a little crude image of like a cat face. It's kind of a graffiti of the leader of the group. So he has like a eye patch, and he's got like an ear that has like a little chip taken out of it. and he has little scraggly whiskers, and he looks like he's really cranky.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
It also looks kind of like a Jolly Roger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
Eye patch?
Yes.
Yep. I'm drawing it right now.
And there's like behind it, there's like a fishbone and
Yeah.
Oh, great.
crossed fishbone.
It's a very elaborate tag.
They had a lot
It's
of time.
supposed to be, but when you do it as graffiti, it just looks.
Oh, because that's what the
really
wretched
silly and
cat's
messed up.
supposed to look like.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Jolly Roger, but it's just really hard to draw that in whatever medium they chose.
Yeah,
to draw it in.
was it spray paint? What is it?
It's
Do
like
aerosol
it's like
cans
paintbrushes.
exist?
It's like paintbrushes. What's the leader of the Jolly Cats?
I forgot his name is Poco.
Poco.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Wait, were you the second hand?
who knows? I don't know.
All right, so you got Poco. Okay, cool. So yeah, so you're looking at this. It's a cat. Oh, and then there's a sudden realization. Pico, do you tell anybody this or do you internalize it?
I externalize it in the form of a deep sigh and a oh boy, it's this.
Yes,
I know
this is
who
a very
did this.
crude portrayal of your kind, Pico. I'm so sorry, says Musashi.
Yeah, and since it's the skull and crossbones is there's probably some calico coloring in it, so I'll just say
This is getting
this
more
is
and
not
more
me,
elaborate.
guys. This is not me. I know who did this. This is Poco, and this is not a lie. His name is Poco. It's not me, the leader of the Jolly Company. I think they hit this place.
Ulfred gives him squint eyes, but he writes it all down anyway.
I got 2 eyes. Look. I like open my eyes.
Musashi's
with my
like,
fingers.
I never would have thought it was you until you just told us all that.
And now everyone is
So
suspicious.
now I know it wasn't you, but I also know that you know who did it. That's
So
funny.
as you guys are standing out there at some point after that discussion, you're looking at it. Should I have it be a beaver? Everybody's been beavers so far.
I was going to ask, did we get the name of this restaurant?
It's the Maple Table.
Maple Table. Okay, sorry.
That's why
If
it's
I
so
missed it,
sticky.
I'm sorry. That's gross. It's just the maple
20 minutes
table, and
later.
it's like the maple table. That's why it's so sticky in there. And I'm like, that's bad marketing. Like, okay, so you're just gonna go. Who wants to go to a restaurant to be sticky? You know what I mean? It's like, ugh. May as well just like dump syrup on me as I enter the door.
In my house, in my
That's
brain.
for birthdays.
Birthday
In my-
celebration, sticky boy or sticky girl. Woo! And they all sing and dance.
See, we're just creating the world around us.
It's fine because in my head, the Maple Table was just a cute, like, breakfast center.
We made a spaghetti trough.
That's
Like,
very true.
What are you
It's fine.
talking
I
about?
know. Okay. So anyway, as you're out here now looking at the stuff, you hear. I always do this. That's one of those things I'm catching myself now as a GM. A bell ring as a door opens. Ding 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 ding. And
Oh no, it's got to be the nuts, like in Angry Beavers.
I'm imagining,
You know, when
the nuts, what they sound like.
Doot, doot, doot.
I'm
was gonna
imagining
say-
That's how-
Are these people woodpeckers? And that's how they get the syrup, the maple syrup?
I like
Oh,
this.
I like that. Okay,
I'm just
I'm up for that.
imagining the sound of the footsteps in this place.
John, I already said this like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. It goes. All right.
Just hearing a lot of that from several footsteps is horrible.
It's
in my
not
brain.
what it sounds like. It's
Remember,
a.
I need to investigate something.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like tip tap, the nuts wriggling on the door because it's what
okay.
Brandon wants. And out walks a woodpecker lady wearing a apron, and she says, "Hello, can I help you?" She
We
seems
think-
flustered. Yes.
We would like to help you.
Oh,
There was a
are
job
you? Yes.
posted? Yes.
Great, wonderful. Yes, I am very upset. I don't understand why someone would be doing this to our place. We have never had graffiti or vandalism in this town. And honestly, I am very baffled as to why we were singled out.
Well, the reviews say that you have poopy pancakes, so...
Excuse me? No! Our food is delicious.
But this review says otherwise.
What review?
Should I trust this review?
The
review
one
that's
on the wall.
That's vandalism. That is graffiti.
That's just like Yelp hasn't been invented yet, so here it is.
I mean, there's brochures.
It's called
Chirp.
Chirp.
Nice. Yes, if you can help me clean up this place by tonight before dinner, I can offer you 300 gold.
Oh boy, I got unstable connection. That's great.
For the group or each?
For the group.
Okay.
I need help with putting a pane of glass in. I need help with cleaning off this graffiti. I've got cleaning supplies. I've got everything you would need in order to do this work. So 300 gold. Sound good?
Yes.
300 gold, huh?
Is that not enough?
Sounds okay.
Oh, Pico's making eyes.
Oh yeah, Pico's probably just looking around at the graffiti and not bargaining right here. He's
I was going to say,
really
is
plan on
he
doing work anyway?
looking for something to, with a 5-finger discount or beans?
He's probably not going to steal from this place, but he's probably more interested in the leavings of the Jollyco company rather than actually cleaning up this place.
If this place is as sticky as I hear, it's going to be hard for stealing when I imagine it.
Or it'll be
not
really easy.
Sticky.
How is it not sticky?
You guys can come inside and see for yourselves. She's holding the door open. Yes.
I'll come inside.
It looks a lot like Rhapsody Roads in that a lot of the furniture is sawed off wood, sit around. It is clean in here, except for like the shattered glass on the other side from like a rock being thrown through. But there's like plaid tablecloths. It smells sweet in here, like a baked goods store with like maple syrup and stuff. That's
like someone dumped a bucket of maple syrup all over the place.
No, you put one foot in and your
Sure.
foot lifts up and it's fine.
Okay.
It's clean. I don't know where these rumors come from that we just pour maple syrup all over the floor. In fact, if you guys do a good enough job, I'll give you dinner tonight for free.
Nope.
Free
well,
food.
Pico's into that. I'm actually kind of bummed the floor isn't sticky because that would be perfect for finding
licking?
footprints.
I bet you could taste some evidence.
If you're like are diligent, I'm sure you could find a sticky spot.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know.
If it's truly what
That's all
your
I want.
heart desires, Pico, there could be a spot where like the rock came through the window, bounced, hit a syrup bottle, and then it's on the ground pooling.
Yeah, so Pico, well, I don't want to just do this now, but how he would approach this is he's more interested in investigating why this place was hit, not trying to get out of work as much as possible, just to see what the Jollyco is up to. It's been a couple weeks since the last encounter, which was the bracelet, I think.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4 days, weeks in our real time, months in our real time, but in game time, only a couple days. 3 or 4, 5, maybe. Okay.
Because I think that was that was his last encounter, not 3-4 days ago, but when he was robbed, weeks before that.
Sure.
But
okay, I see your timeline now. But anyway, so it looks like Musashi and Ulfred are gonna start cleaning.
Yeah, real quick, I want to pull Pico aside and
Yeah.
ask him. I don't want the woman to hear.
Okay.
I just want to be like, so you know the people who did this theoretically?
yeah, they're jerks.
Is there any reason that you can think of they would have targeted this place specifically?
They hit up a lot of places, and by hit up I mean borrowing some items here and there. But for them to actually destroy property, something bigger must have happened here. This isn't just something that they've decided to a place they decided to steal from. This is retribution. So good luck, Amber, coming up with all this.
It's totally fine. I already got something in my head.
And I also want to ask the woodpecker woman.
Sure.
Do you work here alone? Do you run this place alone?
Well, I own the store. I have one other person who helps me, wait staff, but I sent them home today because I don't want them to deal with, I know, but she goes, no, baby bandits. I'm pretty sure these bandits did this to the store.
It's admirable, protecting your employee.
Sure, that's what we'll call it.
We could just pretend that all the employees got smart and decided to call in sick because they didn't want to help.
How clear is the graffiti that it is a calico cat?
You can't really tell.
Okay,
it's just
good,
really
good.
bad graffiti.
I'm just making sure that I don't
She
look
has
suspicious.
oh
by
yeah,
being here.
she looks at you and she goes, and then she looks back to Ulfred and goes, just kind of making eyes, quick, like back and forth. He's your friend, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What, you saying you can't trust me?
No. It's just that I'm pretty sure I know who did this.
You think all calico cats are alike?
No, that is not. Why does everybody look?
Not
There
all calicos.
were a group of cats who came in here about whatever fits the timeline, and they were causing problems, being rambunctious, being a little bit nosy, tried to dine and dash. But I caught them, and I made them pay. But one of them gave me a stink eye. Just one stink eye.
When did this vandalism happen?
Maybe like 2 days ago. So out of character, so that you guys understand what's in my like timeline brain, is Pico and Musashi saw the bandits outside of town. Right? You guys had, when you were doing your other mission, there was bandits.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell that that was like half, like, not very far out of town. Like it was like a half a day's travel.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 days ago this vandalism happened, 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay. So that was basically just them right after that. Okay.
Yeah.
For the record, maybe for your peace of mind, we can account for this cat's whereabouts at that time.
Okay, good. Is there anything that you wear still that's a symbol of the Jollyco at all? Or is it just... You have like a bandana, don't you?
Yes, and it is covering up a Jolly Roger tattoo.
Ooh. Oh.
I mean,
She
however
can't
that
see
works
it.
on a cat, I don't know.
Dyed fur?
Dyed fur, yeah. let's go with that.
Magical tattoos?
Maybe in his ear.
Oh.
Oh.
But your
That's where
bandana
they-
won't cover that.
That's where they mark ferrets when they get descented and spayed and
Sure.
stuff.
What's Musashi been doing while all this conversation's been going on?
Cleaning.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, what's that been like? Tell me what. So everyone's
you-
the three. So Ulfred and Pico have been talking with the woodpecker lady. The camera cuts to Musashi. What's Musashi doing?
Actually, like, I don't know if you kind of get the idea. I don't know who is an example of a film director, but you see, like, on screen, like, imagine you're looking at the screen. You got two characters talking with this other character that's on the other side of the screen. So you got these two here, and in the background, you just see Musashi pull up a bucket. He's got water and soap already. So while they're having their back and forth and information is being exchanged, you see him in the background just trying to scrub everything down with a mop and just trying his best.
Very Citizen Kane.
Like-
Things are happening in the background. You're supposed to be paying attention.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And then, like, like you just see him working his hardest to get it all off. Sometimes he kind of like looks really closely at spots he just cleaned, takes his thumb and is like, and, like really being thorough about it, just doing his best to clean it all up and ignoring everything that's happening behind him.
His head is just somewhere else.
Yeah, his head's just he's focused on cleaning.
Is he very
He's-
like single-minded? Like he's
Oh, yeah.
not. He cannot
he-
multitask.
he was a bodyguard. He would get a job and he would just focus in on that. Like that was kind of what he did. He can multitask, but he just wants to focus on getting the job done. And once he gets started on something, he kind of like, especially things like cleaning that are monotonous, he kind of like tunes out everything around him so
Sure.
he can just get it done.
Yeah. Okay. So Musashi I think I'm going to make you do a hard labor check as everything's happening, especially if you get to like outside and do the graffiti. It's paint. So I don't know how. I would like to see how fast and how well you do this. If you could give me like a strength dex check.
Oh, yeah. 3 and a 5. That's 8 total.
It takes you a lot of. It's strenuous work. Like you're trying to remove it at first, like sand it down off the wood outside and painting on it and stuff, and it's taking you a while. So Musashi's cleaning already. Back to Pico and Ulfred.
Yeah, they used some tough paint. It's gloss. It doesn't come off that easy. Ugh.
Again, away from the woodpecker, I'm going to ask Pico, is there anything special that they put in the paint that you know of?
In the paint? Sometimes if they're feeling really devious and they really want to screw somebody, they will mix some sort of lacquer into the paint just to kind of make it harder to chip off.
All right.
I'm assuming that's what lacquer does. I don't know. something that makes it a little more
coating,
permanent.
right?
Yeah.
You say that and go back to cut to Musashi. You're like, he's trying to scrape it off the wood outside.
The jar they have for this isn't very large, so they only really bust it out when there's, someone they really want to stick it to. So this must have been,
all right.
I don't know what happened here, but it was special.
Is the one interaction that this bird has described, is that enough to your knowledge? Is that the sort of thing that they would feel wronged by? Is that enough for this level of vengeance?
No, they dine and dash all the time.
But they got caught.
They often get caught, but, they keep coming back. Who's going to really stop them? Like
So
getting banned from a place isn't really enough to make them care, because they can just go to some other restaurant. They can just go to, let me look at the town map.
There's no other restaurant listed on the town map.
Make it up.
Yep.
Oh no, the Grub House. They'll just go to the Grub House. Nobody gets banned from the Grub House. Everybody knows that. So yeah, there must have been something else going on here other than that.
Uh-oh.
So what?
And it's got to be more than just cats versus birds too.
Out of character, I, as your GM, need to know what would make the Jollyco Cats do something like this to a group, a restaurant. Because in my head, if you talk with this bird lady more, my name's Willow, by the way. Is that right?
Can I roll insight first?
Yeah,
so
sure.
That, just in case that might inform the way Brandon answers.
Sure.
14.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, so do you want me to say mine and then you can expand on it using her 14, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm just going to give you what I had in mind, and then Brandon, I can build off of it. So basically, she caught them. It was a tussle. Like, she was like, she doesn't look it, but it's her property and her place. She was pecking at their heads and embarrassing them. I think at one point, one of them got doused in maple syrup.
Talons out.
Yeah, talons out.
For sure.
And at that point, she had called a guard who actually was like eating at the maple table at that time and caught them. They were detained at a guardhouse. So she will elaborate a little bit more on that. Now, I ask you, Brandon, is that enough, or does it have to be something more?
It actually rolls into what I was thinking of pretty well, of one, her actually attacking them, really good, especially when syrup is involved. The thing that I had in mind was she was trying to work with the town government to get them banned from other places as well, not just her own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that, this is the place that they've been leeching off of for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
So to be cut off from that is a pretty big deal. So yeah, if the guard was there and saw what happened, this is pretty much it for the Jolly Company in this town if they don't fight back. So
yeah,
that works.
Okay, so then the way insight is like, are they lying or not? So I feel like I need to come up with some way to get it out of her.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And I think that would be like, how often did the cats come in here before this happened?
Oh, well, several times. They've been here for a few weeks or so, and I couldn't catch them in the act. You know, I a couple times they've come in, of course, being a nuisance, making loud noises, smashing things, and they would dine and dash, always come in and then leave before I could catch them. But I was on to them this time. I watched, I waited, I got them.
What is it that she's lying about that he's pinging?
I don't think
Maybe
she's
really like downplaying the amount of agency she had in this situation.
Yeah, I would say she's like, because she's emphasizing like how much she was like involved in this. I think the guard did more of the work than she actually did. Because as she's talking, she's like, and I got them and they did this and I kicked them out and, you know, it's all because of me. We're no longer going to have any sort of nuisance in town. You know, they've been stealing stuff. I know it's been them. I've been fine. I'm the one that's figuring all of this out. She's full of herself. She had a little part. Her role wasn't as big as she's making it sound.
Oh, okay. She's puffing herself up.
Yeah, she's actually getting puffed up as she's talking.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I've talked way too much already, so go for it, everybody.
No, you're fine. I think this is a part if you guys are happy with the information you've got from her.
Have I finished the job?
No.
No.
Not with the lacquer paint, no.
No. So basically this like last 40 minutes or so that they've been talking with this woman and like kind of cleaning and helping up inside as they go, they come outside and you've gotten rid of like the big pile of poo and the pancake.
Did you guys roll for like...
They're going to come outside and help you with the rest, and that's when they're going to roll.
Okay.
To see if you guys can get it done faster. So at hard labor checks, please.
Strength.
I'm trying to think of what else Pico is interested in right now, because we already know where they are. They're outside of town. I'm trying to think if there's any other evidence that Pico cares about.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think there is. I'm trying to think of something more to get me out of work, but I can do something else because I want to avoid. My goal in this game is to avoid hard labor checks entirely.
Yes. So yeah, tell me what that looks like. So basically, you guys, you know, are just cleaning up inside, like I said, while you're talking with this woman, and you go outside to see Musashi really sweating up a storm.
I got an idea.
Yes.
There is, like in real life with certain gang stuff, Pico knows that there are some signs that gangs will leave each other. Pico's going to look for some small mark that gives information about kind of where they plan to meet up after this, where they kind of like a time and place thing.
Sure.
That is just scrawled in some place that, well, all the Jolly Company would know to look, including Pico. So I'm going to sneak around back and see if there's something on the walls.
Yeah, go for it. And like as you're doing it, you're like kind of like motioning like you're cleaning.
Yeah, I've got a rag in my hand that I'm flipping around. So what roll would that be?
It's like hunting for hidden things, right? So it's like a perception, right?
Yeah, it's not the sensing, it's
in Dex.
That is an 11.
Yeah, so what does it look like, this symbol? Do they like usually have something like a compass that shows a direction, or is it like a code?
Yeah, there's kind of like a part of it looks like runes. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how they would have it set up.
Is it a lot like the runes from the 9 Lives spell, the 9 Lives ritual? Where it's kind of just like a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. So yeah, let's go with that. Some sort of like secret cat language kind of thing going on.
Basically, you have seen it so much, you know how that the missing parts should go there. Like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say katakana.
Nice. Love it.
All right, that's what it is now.
Okay.
Katakana. All right. So yeah, it's really just like a time and place for an escape route, for an encampment. And I know we walked by it, but I'm trying to think of some extra information that it could give us.
Oh yeah, like where they're headed to next.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, you can see when you're reading this, it is basically, we're meeting outside north of town. We'll be here for X days, but then we're gonna go to Glossy Vale next.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the nya part is very important. So yeah,
fun.
you have seen the encampment. That is exactly who those people were out there, those bandits. You put that together, but then their next hit up town that they're going to is, we're going west to Glossy Vale. Wink, wink. I don't know why the winks are there.
Okay, I'll make an etching of that. And then I think I'll go back to Ulfred and Musashi and share this of just like, guys, what's the next stop that we were supposed to go to? What's that town called again?
Glossyvale.
Yep.
Glossyvale, that's it.
But
Jolly Company's
Oscarville's the one with like the hot dogs or something. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
that sounds right.
Bologna is what I put down.
Bologna, that's right. Yeah.
Do we remember which one was first on our
Yeah,
list?
I think it was Oscarville was first.
Okay. I think we're going to see Jolly Company again. Here's what I found out back, and I showed everybody the etchings. It's... Oh, wait, you guys can't read this.
Musashi's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, these are secret runes, and they say Glossy Vale, and they... I don't know, whatever time it was. So I guess what I'm saying is we might not be done with these cats yet. So I don't know. Should we deal with them now? What should we do? These are the cats that we probably saw last night, Musashi.
Musashi like looks at him for a minute and then hands him a mop and says, help.
You're right. These sticks, we can go over there and beat them with it. And I run off with the mop.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see.
Musashi's like, did you just steal a mop?
I'm going to go mop out back. I'll see you.
I'm going to go mop out back. Yeah, okay. Sure, yeah. I'm going to go mop out of your field of sight, but I'm definitely doing it.
So, is there anything else that you guys have idea-wise that you want to investigate around this restaurant or ask the owner? If not, we can just finish up cleaning.
Musashi was thinking while he was doing his thing and zoning everything else out, he was thinking that maybe if we could finish up this job, collect the 300 gold, we could probably ask for more money if we say, well, we can go deal with the vandals
Try to find,
and make sure that it doesn't happen again. You know, that
sounds good.
That was like Musashi's idea while everyone was gathering information about them and whatnot. Although Musashi doesn't know that everyone already knows what's going on and whatnot. So Musashi was coming up with his own plan while being oblivious to what everyone else is doing around him. So I really kind of wanted to finish up this job and then collect money and then see if we can press them for more money if we kind of like press further into this investigation.
Okay.
Because
is everybody good with that?
If we deal with the vandals, then we're doing this store owner service too, and then they'd probably pay us more money.
The rest of the town too, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We should go back to Flapjack.
I was going to say.
with the insight roll that you had, we know that, you know, this isn't just the maple table that's trying to take care of them. It's probably everybody.
Yep. Okay, cool. So Musashi finishes up all of the work. I think, you know, Ulfred and Pico had some parts to play in it as we were watching all this camera, you know, watching them talk and everything. There was some
I did
cleaning.
roll an 11.
Oh, so you did a
hard
good
labor.
Yeah, you patch up the window.
You can
Somehow.
multitask. You can
Yes.
gather information and work.
Yep.
Yes.
He had a lot of sandpaper.
And when the job is done, Willow will say, you know, thank you so much for your help, and then here's your payment. And yep, come back when we're open tonight later, give me a couple hours, and you guys can get your free meal. And then I think this is when Musashi, ask your question.
I'll say, would you be interested? Well, we did this, but it won't solve the overall problem, which is these reoccurring hooligans, I suppose. I don't know anything about them, honestly. like Musashi's just doing what he can with whatever vague information he can recall overhearing. Like he said just something about hooligans and chasing, but that was all he heard, and just like, you know, chasing people.
He's like, yeah, we can do that.
Dining and dashing, yada yada. He goes, it won't really solve the overall problem. It's only a temporary fix. But because we did this job and you paid us for it, would you be interested in us taking care of the problem for you? Like making sure that this isn't a temporary solution and like dealing with these troublemakers that you've been running into.
So you say that you asked that,
and if how much would that kind of solution would you be willing to pay for? How much would you be willing to pay for something like that?
Well, I could barely pay for more than one other person to work for me, and I don't really have a lot of money, but there has been talk in town of putting together some sort of community pool and job because there has been thieving, and we all think it points to the same gang of cats. Her voice changed because this is her voice now. In town. I came up with the idea of the community pool. I can help you guys figure this out. I think you should go back to Rhapsody Roads. I'm sure people are gathering now.
For game reasons.
Pico's really sad right now because he had his gears turning in his head of going to each place in town and saying, we'll take care of the Jolly Coke Company. How much would you like to pay us? And then go off to the next place and just keep doing that. Kind of like multiple places. But now that they got this pool together, I can't really do that.
Did you guys in school ever read Six Dinner Sid?
No.
It just reminded me of that. It was like this stray cat that gets his dinners at 6 different houses.
Aww. Is it a picture book?
Yeah.
I think I might have read that. I just didn't know the name of it.
I have it in the back.
So, how convenient you should ask such a question.
How convenient that everyone's gathering at Rhapsody Roads.
We should go there now. She's been texting all day. No, I don't know.
She's been literally tweeting all day. Gathering it up. And I think with that, as Willow is starting to hustle you guys out the door and towards Rhapsody Roads, I think this is where we're going to end today's side quest. So you guys got your 300 gold as a group collectively from helping Willow, and next time we'll start Rhapsody Roads, where how convenient that people are gathering in the community to talk about the menace known as the Jolly Company. Cool. That's it.
Yay.
Cool.
Because I was like, I have not prepared for.
Yeah, are we getting XP for this at all?
Yeah, I will give you XP.
I'm not sure if any of the charts cover the things we did here.
No.
Yeah.
So whatever you're willing to spare us.
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys the highest number you had to beat today. I didn't tell you was 9. Difficult doing the task outside. And
I was close too.
Ulfred. You guys all get this because Ulfred rolled an 11 and a 14. You're good. You get 200 XP. Man, you guys are going to be way above Chris when he gets back.
Yeah.
Okay, we're under 500 to the next level. Cool.
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. If you've been enjoying Shapeshift, please leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. It really does help the show out. Shapeshift is a part of the Geekspective Network, where I host and co-host a lot of other cool shows. You can get information about the Geekspective shows by either following the Geekspective Twitter, that's @Geekspective, or going to the website at geekspective.com. This episode was edited by Rudy Basso. You can find him on Twitter @Rudy Basso. That's RUDYBASSO. Thanks, Rudy.